Today I am making Indian food for dinner and I thought I would bring you along. So welcome to the first installment of Cooking in the Van with Ange. That's me. Let's get started. Today I'm going to be cooking tandoori chicken with aloo sabji, kira sabji, and butchaki sabji. These are some of my favorite dishes that my nani made for me growing up, and they are honestly pretty easy to make, so they've become one of my favorite meals to make on the road. I'm starting by marinating the tandoori chicken. Usually I chop up a raw piece of chicken to marinate, but today I'm using a can of chicken because I have plans for my leftovers and you'll just have to stick around to see what I'm doing. This marinade consists of plain yogurt, a little oil, tandoori masala, haldi, jeera, mirchi, and some salt. When I left home in the van, my mom sent me off with this container of Indian masalas, and it has been one of my favorite things that I keep around. I'll make sure to put the translation for these spices in the description just in case you're trying to make it on your own. The last thing I'll put in here are some chopped up onions, then I'll give it all a good mix and cover it up to marinate, usually for at least an hour, which is plenty of time to get cooking on the other stuff. I've pre-cut the onions, potatoes, and cucumbers, and we're gonna start with cooking up the kira sabji. So first I've put the oil in the pan to heat up, and now I'm gonna put these cumin seeds in there to cook a little as well. Now that the cumin seeds have cooked a little bit, I'm gonna start putting in the cucumbers. Now the cucumbers are just gonna cook for a little while with the lid on, and I'm gonna start doing the potatoes, but first I have to move my bug screen because I learned last time if I use this back burner, it'll burn a hole in the bug screen. So put that out of the way. Luckily there's not a lot of bugs where I'm camped, so it's not a big deal. The setup for the potatoes is similar. You put oil in a pan and heat it up, but instead of using cumin seeds, we use these. I think they're mustard seeds. They're these little black balls. Anyway, you put a few of those in there. I also like to add onions to my aloo sabji, so put a few onions in there to cook as well. Now that that's heated up a little bit, we can go ahead and add all of the potatoes. Usually you boil the potatoes first, but I don't ever want to take the time to do that. So instead, I just add some water, cover it with a lid, and let the potatoes steam in there until they're soft. Once the cucumber is softened a bit, you can start adding the spices. For this, we use a couple dollops of yogurt, haldi, a tiny bit of mirchi because I don't like spice, a bunch of jeera because I love the taste of that, and some salt. Then you mix it all together and let it keep on simmering till those cucumbers get really soft. The potatoes get almost the exact same thing. You don't add yogurt to them, but you add haldi, mirchi, jeera, and salt, and then you mix it all together and let them simmer again. Both cucumber and potato take a long time to soften, so they will be simmering for quite a while, like 20 to 30 minutes, which is a perfect amount of time to go outside and play with the dogs. Hi, buddy. Time to check back on the food. It smells incredible in here. I'm gonna try one of these. It's probably really, really hot. Ah, I feel hot. Tastes really good though. The cucumber is soft enough where I would consider it pretty much done, so the last thing I'm going to do is add a bit of corn to it. Usually people make this as a separate sabji, but I only have 2 pans and it uses all of the same spices as the cucumber, so I just mix them together. Oh, both of my flames got blown out. I just put the whole can. I added a little bit more haldi and jeera just because I added the corn, and then I let the entire thing simmer for a little bit longer. And in the meantime, it was time to refill the dog's bowl for their dinner. The butta and kira sabji is done, but I do have chicken to make still. I'm gonna put that into this container so that I can use that pan. marinated chicken. potatoes are almost there. Okay, let's try a potato. Mmm! Perfectly cooked. That's good. Potatoes are done. I wish you could smell this through the camera. It smells so good. Tandoori chicken is the bomb. I think it's all cooked up. The onions are done. Everything's cooked. Time to eat it. My favorite part of the entire process. Let's go. Okay, we'll do some chicken. Oh, I spilled some olive. I just use tortillas. You can, of course, make rice to have this with, or buy naan or rotis or parantas, but I just use tortillas. I have these ones from Mexico that are still falling apart, so they need to be used up. One last thing, I really like this with my Indian food. I feel like it's not as common. I always like to have mine with yogurt or dahi. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll make raita, which is you use plain yogurt, add a bunch of very smallly chopped cucumbers, and then several different Indian spices, and it tastes so good. Sometimes I'll just make that to eat it by itself. For eating with stuff, I just get a bowl, and then with like every little bite, I dip it in the dahi. And there you have it. My dinner. Scoochie boochie, scoochie boochie. Ah, finally. Cheers. So good. I'm going to devour this entire thing in like 3 seconds. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you try to make this on your own, let me know. I want to know how it goes and how it tastes. Or if it completely bombed because I didn't provide any measurements. And if you have any other recipe suggestions for me to try, let me know, because I'm always trying to cook new things in the van. I'm really getting into egg rolls right now, so stay tuned for that. And as always, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss updates about my life on the road, things breaking down in the van, cooking in the van, stuff with the dogs, all that good stuff. Okay, it's time for me to chow down. Bye!